Welcome back to Mastering SQL Queries and T-SQL. In last episode, we talked about data definition language in detail. I also walked you through the assignment, that is assignment number 7. This is episode 12, and today we are going to discuss two core components of SQL. They are DQL, that is data query language, and DML, that is data manipulation language. These are the building blocks of how we interact with database every day, whether you are retrieving data for analysis or modifying records to reflect updates in your systems. Understanding DQL and DML is key to become a SQL pro. In this episode, we will break down the most essential queries and commands, walk through real-world examples, and show you how to master those techniques for more efficient database management. So let's get started. Let's first define these two terms, DQL and DML. If I say DQL, this stands for data query language, and it is used for performing queries on the data within a schema object. If I say some of the examples of schema objects can be table and views. And if you say data manipulation language, this deals with the manipulating of data. If you say manipulation of data, means inserting data to table or schema objects and updating those existing data, deleting from them. So this would be called as manipulation of data. So talking about a DQL, the only thing that exists for DQL is a select statement. We have already discussed select statement in detail in our previous episodes. There are many videos on that. I will give the reference to those all videos in the description, as well as the snapshot will be visible here, so that you can refer those videos to get into the select statement in detail. And those who are following the series since beginning, they already are aware of this fact of select statement. Going for the DML, that is data manipulation language, as we discussed, this consists of commands that deal with data manipulation in database tables. Some of the DML commands are, the example of DML commands are insert command, update command, and delete command. These are going to be used for data manipulation. We wanted to see the real-time examples of DML. So I'm going to take an example of a company. There is a company, the enterprise, which has many employees. So what happens? A new employee joins. So what happens? A new employee joins, then the company does a data insertion for that employee. So here the insert, the first DML will work. What happens once the employee start working, and over the period of time employee gets salary hike, or maybe his change of designation, or maybe the change of location as well. So in that case, the same employee's data needs to be updated, right? If salary is, let's say, 5 lakhs rupees, and then it has to be changed to 5.5. So this has to be a change out there. So this is called update. And likewise, designation, promotion, if somebody is like associate and is get promoted to senior associate, so these things will be changed. So this is update, which is the second. And the third real-time example, when the employee resigns from the company and if he wants to go out, so what will happen? This employee data needs to be deleted. So we have seen that these all DMLs are being used here. I'm now going to show you the different way to write insert statement. We have discussed a little in our previous videos, but I will get into the details of these, and I will also show this in action today. So the insert into is the first simplest example, wherein we do insert into and then your table name. So the table name is employee table, and wherein you write the values, and in these values, small bracket, you supply all those values. Make sense? Likewise, the second way to do is you can also omit these intos. You can actually forget to write it. So insert directly table name, values, and the same thing. The third way to do is insert and table name. And here, if let's say you don't want to insert all the field values, but you only want to insert couple of selected field values, like only MP ID and MP name. So you can supply those as well. For that, what you need to do is that this is the table name, and after the table name, you write a small bracket, and within this small bracket, write those fields in which you want to fill in the value or insert the value. And this is the next example, wherein at one point of time you are going to insert multiple records. So you see, insert into table name, and this is the field names which I am going to insert, and then values, the one bracket that starts and the second starts giving a comma, the second record starts, second record closes, giving the comma, third start and third closes, and at last, once you are done, give a semicolon. And this way you can actually insert many values, many records at the same time. And the last example that I'm going to show is wherein you can do insert, and while inserting, you actually can get that data which is to be inserted from another table. So how it is done? Insert first table name, and then you are saying you have to get data from other table. So you are saying select these values from the second table. So what will it do? It will select all the data from second table and it will insert into this one, first table. So these are all the ways that you can write insert statement. Going for the update statement, this is to use to modify the existing record in the table that we have already discussed today, and we can update one or more columns. So this is the way: update and the table name, and then you write state statement and the field and what new value that you want to supply. So income will be updated by 7,500, and here you have to write the where statement. If just remember that if you don't write where statement, each and every record or field of each and every record will be updated. So don't forget to write where statement. And likewise, you can do two values to be updated, like income equal to 5,500 and comma department ID is 303, where employee ID is 101, right? So this way you can write update. Update can also be written wherein you can actually get records from other table and then you can update along with. I will show this all in action just in a moment. And at last, this is delete statement, which is used to remove the records from delete. So simple syntax: delete from table name and where. So let me take you this all and to show you all in action. So I'm back in SQL Server Management Studio, and you see that I have written this script for you so that we will save the time. We delete these two tables if they exist. These tables have been deleted. Now let me create one table, that is employee table here. So I'm going to create this employee table as employee ID, name, grade and salary. So this has been created, and then let me create another table, that is employee one. It is having the same structure. So employee one has been created. Then let's create another table called job grade. So job grade table is having three values: grade ID, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and old salary and new salary. So what this holds basically, based on the job grade, it holds the old salary and new salary. So what happens if somebody gets the salary change, this can be used for that. So this is a kind of master table. So let me create this table for you. This table has got created. Now let's try a couple of things here. I'm going to insert one record in, two records in employee table. So you see that the multiple insert records I have written, and I can insert it. So the first record I have inserted, two records have been inserted in employee table, and likewise two records have been inserted in employee one table, and two records have been inserted in job grade table. So you see these all three tables here, and the records are already there. Makes sense? I am copying these, and let me open in a new query so that it will be easier for you to understand, right? So now let's do one. Let's try the first way of writing insert. This is the simplest way: employee values, all the values that I'm going to supply. So this gets executed. We are coming here, you see the new record, Kamal Kishore's record has been inserted. Now let's go to point the second, wherein I'm not writing into. So into is missing here, right? So let's execute this. So this time I entered Ronnie Jason. So if I go and see the Ronnie Jason's record has been inserted. Let's go and try to insert this the third way, wherein I'm supplying field names. And please note that I have forgotten, I'm intentionally not writing the salary here. So simply without salary I'm inserting the value, and the value for Krishan Kumar. So let me go and query this. Then Krishan Kumar has got inserted, and there is no salary for Krishan Kumar has been inserted. Now let's go to insert multiple records. This is the fourth way to write insert statement. So you can see that first record, comma, second record, comma, third record, and finally semicolon. So let's go and execute. Now 3 rows has got executed. Now 5 and 3 total should be 8 rows in employee table. So let me execute this and then show you that there are 8 records got executed. Make sense? Now you also see here that employee 1 has got 2 records, Jack Dawson and Neha Sharma. So I want these 2 records to be inserted to employee table, and for that I am going to write the fifth way of writing insert statement. So insert employee is the first table, and what to insert is select all from employee 1. It's very simple. So let's select this and execute this. So the 2 records have been inserted back to this one. So you will notice that these 2 records are now the part of employee. Let me refresh it and see that Jack Dawson and Neha Sharma, all records have come out here. Make sense? So hope I have already discussed all those insert statements and they are pretty much clear to you. Now let me show you the update statement or update examples. So first of all, what I'm going to do is Ronnie Jashan. So there is an employee called Ronnie Jashan whose employee ID is 106. So 106 is Ronnie Jashan, and I want to change it from Ronnie Jashan to Ronnie Jashan 2. So how do I do? I am writing update employee table, set employee name is Ronnie Jashan 2, where employee ID is 106. So let's do this, and here you see that Ronnie Jashan becomes Ronnie Jashan 2. Now multiple fields to be inserted. Now I'm going for this guy called 107 Krishan Kumar Verma. So 107 is Krishan Kumar, but I am going to update it with Krishan Kumar Verma, and he has no salary, and I'm going to update this salary as well from null to 5,501. So let's do that. So very simple, update table name, set first field Krishan Kumar Verma and salary equal to 5501, where employee ID is 107. Simplest example, this gets updated, and let's go to see. This will be Krishan Kumar will be updated by Krishan Kumar Sharma, and null will be updated by 5501. You see that Krishan Kumar Verma 5501. Make sense? So this way you can actually update multiple fields. Now the last part is in many scenarios in real-time examples, when we do in coding in industries, we have that some records are falling in some other table, and you want to update first table from the records of this other table. Here I have done a new thing for you. Please bear with me for now, because I have not discussed joins in our examples or in our episodes, and it is going to come soon in future. This is a big topic to discuss, but the whole idea is to join is, I will just give you the little bit background of this. This is just idea to join is that joining two tables, means connecting two tables. This is a way to connect two tables, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this in such a way. I am going to update E. E is an alias. You already know the alias in our previous videos we have already discussed. I have given alias E to employee table, so I could rather write the E employee, but since I'm joining it, so I'm writing an alias. So E, the salary of E employee will be updated by salary of job grade's new salary. So you know the job grade contains two things, right? Old salary and new salary. For example, if somebody job grade is 1 and he's got promoted, so his new salary should be applied. Make sense? So job grade new salary from employee inner join job grade, and then I am going to join on the grades. So what will happen? Everybody is, I'm not giving a where clause, so everybody is having this 5,000, like everybody. So the job grade 1 5,000 is currently there, but this will now be changed with 5,500. So let's go and execute this. So 10 rows updated, and if we see that values, let's say I'm taking it in a separate query and then executing, you see that 5,500, but if you see the 5,000, everybody's salary has got changed. Make sense? So this way you can join, or you can do third way of updating stuff. And the final is delete command. So I'm going to delete the employees whose salary is greater than 6,000, right? So I can give a simple, condition out here. So let me execute this. So 6 rows got deleted. So likewise we had 10 rows. So if I'm going to select this, I can only have 4 rows because 6 rows got deleted. And the concept of DML and DQL that we have discussed, we didn't go in detail for DQL because we have already discussed, but we discussed all the practical and real-time examples for DML in this session. So try these all in your practical scenarios. Post me or your queries if any, or over the comment, or write me on the email. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Subscribe for more updates. Comment or write us at mailtocodewithabby@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.